the All-Star Game. Baseball's All-Star Game was a 92nd, right? It was All-Star Game number 92.
Wow.
For Major League Baseball last night here in Southern California. And, hey, got off to a huge start. Clayton Kershaw gets out of the first. Mookie Betts gives the fans at home something excited about, right?
All right, 2 runs.
A couple runs in the first inning, right?
That's right.
And then the National League didn't get but 1 hit for the rest of the 8 innings after that. And then in that time, hey, the American League got 3 runs on 2 swings in back-to-back at-bats, and then nothing else. Major League Baseball in 2022 right now, tons of stars, lots of kids to root for, lots of interesting faces to root for.
1,000%.
Soto, Ramirez, Rodriguez, just to name 3 off the top of my head.
Yep.
That kid Arias on the Twins, he can rake.
How about all the guys on your team? You could say arguably that was the most fun part of the game last night when Nestor Cortez and Trevino were mic'd up and talking back and forth between pitches. That was awesome.
That was great. And that's it's a great way to pass the time when nobody's getting a hit.
Nobody was doing anything.
I know. But so they're letting you inside the game. Well done for Fox. Well done on baseball's part to make that happen. Love it.
But that can't be the best part of your number one showcase of the summer.
Correct. You know what? But here's what I was tuning in to see last night. I was tuning in to see Dusty Baker employ the shift. A shift in the All-Star Game is an absolute abomination. Now, Dusty's trying to win a game. And by the way, we're all focused on Clayton Kershaw in front of the home folks, and as well we should, and what Mookie Betts did. Dusty Baker's one of the all-time great Los Angeles Dodgers, and here he is as the manager in an All-Star Game in Dodger Stadium, where he used to, bat in the same lineup as Garvey and Lopes.
Dusty Baker, great career.
Russell
should be in the Hall of Fame, probably.
Dusty Baker is one of the, if I'm not mistaken, on deck when Hank Aaron Homer, had his home run 715.
Yep, on deck.
But Dusty is employing a shift in an All-Star Game.
And I know win a game that doesn't matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I know baseball might not like saying it doesn't matter. It does matter because we want to see action. We want to see, that's baseball in a nutshell. We want to see action. Please, I mean, if all games in which you shouldn't be allowed to shift, it's the All-Star Game. Good God, what are we doing? So the showcase, in my mind, was lacking. Stadium looked great. It finally cooled off. It was a beautiful Southern California night. Clayton Kershaw, great to see him. Great to see some of these young stars of the game. But baseball these days is shift and have guys come out of the pen after the starter doesn't go, but 5, and then come in and throw 100 miles an hour. I mean, Clay Holmes, the Yankees, is throwing like a 97-mile-an-hour sinker.
How? How do you hit
I was listening to some of the game on ESPN Radio. Love Doug Glanville, by the way. He's terrific. He said that Holmes is like he's throwing anchors up there. Like he's throwing an actual boat anchor up there. It's sinking, and it's just, you can't hit it. You can't move it. So, I guess pitch clock and shift, and let's get this thing moving. Let's get some action. Let's roll. Because that is baseball in a nutshell in 2022. Is there big hitters? You'll see home runs. What, you saw 3 last night, right?
Yep.
And Stanton, there was even a still shot of the baseball on the bat, and the baseball looked like it was a sponge.
Yeah.
That's the exit velocity is impressive. The ball goes far, and it's great to see. And Stanton, Southern California kid, homering in a home game essentially for him being a
cool
kid.
story.
And he gets the MVP. Love it.
Cool story.
Love it.
He was Mike back then.
I know Mike Stanton. I know
he was Mike.
He's referred to
people,
old school people around here, certainly from Notre Dame High School here in Southern California, refer to him as Mike Stanton. Mm-hmm. And I remember hearing that out here first time when I moved out here. I'm like, Mike Stanton, like, the guy who along with Jeff Nelson was the guy that Torrey brought out of the pen in '96 to lead to Rivera, to lead to Wetland. That Mike Stanton? No,
different. He made the right name change there.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know what Sterling's home run call for Mike Stanton would be. It certainly wouldn't be what he's doing right now. Yeah. So, I don't want to come on and rain on any parade.
I know, but I don't know what the fix is. Obviously, we've been talking about it forever. It's like a great,
I've told you at least. Let's do two things. Speed it up with the pitchers. Speed it up. Let's go. Action. But that's number 2. Number 1 is that shift. Get it out. Get it out of the game. Get it out of the game.
I'm disagreeing with you on this.
I know you disagree with me.
I didn't until last week, to be honest with you. Oh,
really?
I saw the Mets employ it, and I kind of really I was just seriously just watching them, and I was like, if you're a hitter, then hit it with it or not. Like, they're moving their players around to try to give them the advantage to catch the ball. I don't know why that's such a big
It's like the
problem.
It's like the 5-yard rule in football. You've gotta allow the offense to do something. You got to. They had to change the rules in football because of bigger, stronger, faster defenders. They had to do it. They have to open up the middle. You have to allow some form of offense. You got to do it. At some point, when push comes to shove, and we as baseball fans see a ball lashed into right center field, and as the shot of the pitcher, that you see of the home plate from center field, and the ball leaves the camera at a certain angle, you're attuned to think that's a base hit. Then you turn around and there's a third baseman standing in short right field. Honestly, and I understand the job is to hit them where they're not, and then make sure you get the other guy out. But at some point, you do need to see somebody stand on first. And in last night's game, the best hitters baseball can put up there from the National League got 1 hit after the first inning. And after a while, it's great to hear Nestor Cortez work his catcher and listen in on that. And it's great to hear Alek Manoah of the Blue Jays go, boom, that's one. That's great.
Right, that's fun.
That's great. But when it's boom, there's 23 in a row.
Yeah, not great.
That's where I'm standing on the shift.
I might feel differently next week, but just for this week, I'm pro shift.
That's the way the wind blows.